I like this one a lot more than the last one. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like the transition, and I didn't even know that I had this many shades of green in the palette till I decided, oh yeah, let's try a kind of sort of St. Patrick's Day type look. It's still March, so why not? So let's go. And so we're gonna run the intro scene, and then you'll see me again.
Alonso, hey, I'm up here, one you trend out. Alonso, I'm up here, one you trending topic.
Okay, so now we're starting. As you know, I always clean my face with the clean makeup wipe before I start doing my makeup, and then I have to moisturize my lips because today I am using a matte lipstick. And okay, so I decided that I was just going to use my NYX Dip Brow, and so I have two of them, and one of them is horrible, and unfortunately that's the one that I decided to pick up today. So you'll see, like, throughout the video, my eyebrows just don't look their best, and it bothers me, yeah, but my eyeshadow looked great to compensate for this, so I guess it's okay. And then I'm using my ABH concealer, and I think that's where everything started to go wrong, was when I started using the ABH concealer, and it was just, my whole makeup was just looking like a no, and I don't know. But I guess it worked out for the better in the end, because I mean, my eyeshadow looked on, like you saw how it looked at the beginning of the video.
She's got the sweetest touch. She wanna know everywhere I go. Oh yeah, dance for me now. Oh yeah. No matter where you wanna dance for me now.
And now I'm just blending it all out.
Oh yeah, dance for me now.
And then, so, you know, I use my Fenty primer, and I just prime my face, and now I'm going with my Juvia's Place Masquerade palette. And, of course, I'm using my neutral base, as I always do. And so, now with the Juvia's Place palette, I don't remember the name of the color specifically, but it's like a terracotta brown, just so I have like a nice even surface to work with. And then I go into my Coastal Scents palette, and out the blue I just decide I'm gonna do like a greenish eye. Like, I mean, it's somewhat, I mean, my robe looks like an aquamarine, but it's actually green in person, and I feel like the green with the eyeshadow kind of like threw it off that shade of green. But yeah, so I said I was going to try a green look today. Like, I really never play around with colors, and I think I told you all that in my previous video. But yeah, so I just decided to put this green shade all over my lid, and I think I used several shades of green because I wanted it to have like a nice transition. I didn't want it to look flat. Like, I know you've seen some of those people where it's like they just put one color on their faces and it's just not a look. And so I know I wanted to use shimmer with this, so I'm going in with my concealer. And honestly, I feel like this whole video should just be using products that I'm not a huge fan of, but I just can't seem to throw away, because I really don't like this concealer either. I couldn't find the one that I usually use when I'm trying to put glitter on my eyelid, and so I just had to settle because I was like in the middle of recording, and yeah, you know. And so now I'm using that really pretty emerald shimmer, and then there's this dark green shimmer in the palette as well that I just decided that I was going to use. Then I take this gold shimmer and put it on my inner eye. And then I was like, oh, this is a very St. Patrick's Day like look. Like, if I decided I was going to dress up, this would have been something that I would wear. And so I just put more gold, and I'm packing eyeshadow. The brush has stuff on it. And so then I use my NYX eyeliner. And like, I'm still brushing up my skills with my eyeliner, so it's nothing too spectacular to marvel at. I said I'm bringing it back, letting them know the enemies know nothing can stop us. And then now I'm going to start on my foundation once again, because I refuse to use my Lancome unless I'm going somewhere. I decided to stay with my Maybelline Fit Me in the color 360, and so I like put that all over my face. And I really like this because even for a drugstore foundation, it blends into the skin very well, and it just doesn't give you those annoying crease lines that the other ones just would. And then, oh my gosh, so I decided I couldn't find my beautiful bronze concealer, and so I just decided that I was going to use I think it was Toffee or Fawn, and it just ended up being a hot mess. Like, I don't know how I ever used a concealer before in my life. It was way too light. Like, I think you'll see me struggling to use it, and it's just not a look. I made it work somehow, and I think it was because I had to dampen both the brush and the sponge, and thankfully it all worked out in the end on camera. But off camera, I really just was not feeling this look with this particular concealer. So after this video, it went in the trash. So yeah. And then now I'm baking my face, of course, with my Laura Mercier, which I honestly think is the one that balanced it all out, because yikes. And then now I'm using my Essence mascara, and yeah, I lost the lashes that I had used in the other video, and so your girl is a broke college student, so of course I wasn't that reluctant. I was reluctant to go buy more. So with this one, I just decided to stick with mascara for this one look. But I do think if I used lashes, it would have given it that extra pop that maybe I was looking for with the look. So yeah. And then now it's time to brush off all that excess Laura Mercier, and then it's time to highlight. And I used my Carly Bible palette. I love the highlights on that palette. I think I primarily use that palette just for highlighting. I don't really use the other ones, the other eyeshadows in it, just because like I have so many eyeshadows that are the same shade. I honestly need to sell my eyeshadow palette because I have too much. And then so like I have like natural birthmarks on my face, and so sometimes I like them to show, sometimes I don't. And with this one, I just felt like I just wanted it to show. Then I'm doing my upper lid highlight, and then I start with how I usually do my matte lips. Like when I do like a nice nude lip, I'll line it. Thought I wanted to do red, didn't really want to. So then I go in with NYX Berlin, and then I get NYX and Abu Dhabi in the middle, so it has like a really nice natural matte look, and I use it all the time, and I just love the way that it turns out, and I think it's gorgeous. And then I set my face with Mario Badescu, and I believe that's it in terms of makeup. And then I put on my earrings, and then it's a look official. You look great, sis.
You know your troubles, fuck on ballet. Ọmọ ẹlẹ, ọmọ sẹlẹ, kọ́wọ́ sókè. Adura ayé, Ọlọ́run ṣe. Ayé mi pé òun racks to riches. I never had a part to piss in. Live your dreams, don't get stuck in a mental prison. Follow the trails, always use your intuition. Take over season, no time for no intermission. Make nothing out of something. Every day the team steady progressing. Now they pay us every day for booking. They find out things coming low, no stressing. Adura ojoojúmọ́ ó ní agbára. Ọba mímọ́ ṣọ́ wa o, ayé tí a wá. Blood, sweat and tears, I put my heart in. Everything I had to numb my fear.